Elon Musk's brain chip startup Neuralink live streamed its first patient moving a cursor on a computer using an implanted device. In a 9-minute live stream on X, Nolan Arbaugh uses the cursor to play chess online. Now, the 29-year-old was in a diving accident 8 years ago that left him paralyzed from the shoulders down. The company's goal is to connect human brains to computers to help tackle complex neurological conditions.
The surgery was super easy. I literally was released from the hospital a day later. I have no cognitive impairments.
Neuralink was given permission to test the chip on humans by the Food and Drug Administration in May of last year.
Of course, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect, back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Talk about the Motb, man, and this technology that is going to facilitate it. You hear it, and that's not really a light thing as it relates to the people. It's a light thing to us because we're circumspect to what the enemy's doing. To the majority of the people on this earth, oh man, this enemy is unrolling his technology to the point where many people will consider what he's doing and what he's gonna show miracles, man. And we gotta watch out for that, because that's how they're gonna get a lot of weak-minded people to take that Motb without any friction. All right, so let's get into this. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 in verse 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And we do know who the wicked is. The nation of Esau, Edom, his descendants. All right. And through the process of time, we've came to the point in prophecy where it has been revealed, all right, to the Lord's hopeful elect. And, you know, we are professing who we are, who they are amongst the people on a daily basis, man. All right. And then that wicked shall be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, man. And we do know the fate of Esau, Edom, man. All right. We do understand Yahweh Bashim Shah is going to bring judgment. 2/3 of the nation of Israel, Esau, Edom, and we can't forget about the rest of the heathen nations, man. All right. In verse 8, and then in verse 9, even him here's the point. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, man. So this microchip, okay, it's all a part of that. That power, those signs, and those lying wonders, man, because they want to make it seem like either there is no God, okay, or they want you to worship, you know, their God the way that they want. All right, which is complete idolatry and the just greed, the love of money. All right, the love of bloodshed. All right, this is the enemy I'm talking about. These are his characteristics, man. All right, but the Lord's hopeful elect, we see these things, and that's not really gonna cut it. All right, because we believe in Yahweh Bashim Shah and the power that they hold. All right, and the power that they are willing to manifest within certain members of the nation of Israel, man. We believe in it, man. We don't have to trust in this enemy and his technology that is given to him by Yahweh Bashim Shah anyway. All right. So let's see what we got. Second, let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11, and it reads, to whom lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. Hey, that's exactly what you see going on with us versus what's going on with them, man. No matter what's going on. And the thing about it, the Lord said, in Ecclesiastes chapter 3, everything has a purpose and a season. Well, it's not just necessarily the Lord's hopeful elect that are circumspect now. Hell, the inhabitants of Babylon, all right, the great, they're being circumspect. The whole bridge incident, man, people, There's a lot of people that are not buying that was just an accident. And that's the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai being poured out upon all flesh to fulfill his will, man. All right. And his will is for, for these prophecies to come to pass, man. All right. And we're not ignorant of how the Lord controls the enemy, man. All right. We just gotta be prepared to keep our integrity, man, keep our faith. And that's what's going to be required, man. All right. We work and we show forth faith, man. All right. And the reason why we do these epistles, go out on the highways and byways, keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, is because we have a certain level of faith that will be rewarded with protection, all right, mercy, all right, provisions, and eventually, great wealth, substance, beauty, all right, being, in the kingdom of heaven in those perfected bodies, man, that can't go off. That is the end game, all right. Right now, we're just trying to make it day by day, thanking the Lord that we made it another day to fight, to, do work, so that the Lord hopefully will have mercy upon us. We working, and hopefully the Lord will pardon our past transgressions, man. All right. Until we make it out of here. But yeah, man, you see the people, especially now more than ever with the internet and social media, you could just see how fragile, how easy people are manipulated. But I say this at the same time, there is a certain spirit of resistance that you can see from the people. All right. Esau, Edom's own people, they have a spirit of resistance, man. And as more prophecies come to pass, more of these goodies get taken away, more of the comfort that is Babylon the Great, hey man, the more circumspect they're going to be. See, it's all fine and dandy when it's all peace and safety and you could go here, go there, order this online, whatever have you. All right. But once you see, a change in that, people, especially our enemy, they're not used to suffering and going through things, man. So they're going to be looking for a way out, man. They're going to be looking for a way to not be in that situation, man. So, I mean, some of them going to get very sad and depressed, man, suicidal. Some of them are going to get very angry. Hey, it may be a combination of all these emotions, man. And then here comes the enemy saying, hey, we can restore this. We can build it back better. Okay. All you guys simply have to do is take this new miracle technology that we have, and with this, guess what, it'll be so safe for your digital currency. All right, it won't be able to be hacked. All right, because you have a freaking device in your hand. All right, you don't have to worry about getting robbed. All right, that's all going to be selling points, man. And the people are in such a fragile state, being that they're not serving Yahweh Shem Shai, which means they have no real faith, all right, other than faith in the enemy, and that's about to fail. Well, they're going to probably take that, microchip, man, that technology, man, that Motb. So we just got to stay circumspect and not be ignorant of Satan's devices. All right, let's go to Romans. Romans. Romans 8:35. Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation? All right, so we got to remember that who shall, not the enemy, all right, not Satan, because we're not ignorant of his devices, because the Lord hopefully is with us, all right, and it's going to give us certain insight to things, man, and know that this isn't a joke, and to know that this is the real deal, man. That's something that we have to know within ourselves through faith, that this is the real deal, that we're not crazy, that this Motb that we're speaking of, this microchip, is actually, the end of the Bible. This is it, man. This is what everyone has been waiting on. Everyone on earth has heard about our God, Yahweh Bashem, and his son, Yahweh Shai, but they don't really know him. All right. And neither does the Lord really know them. Okay. Know of them. Of course, he created them. Okay. But know them as to know, children, your own children. Absolutely not, man. All right. And it, where is it at? Who shall separate us from the love of Hamashiach? Shall tribulation? So we're getting ready to go through this great tribulation. Is this great tribulation going to waver our faith to the point where we're going to lose it. Lord forbid, man. Lord willing, we keep our faith. So the great tribulation that we speak of, Jacob's trouble, is not going to separate us from the love Hamashiach Yahweh Shai has for us, man. Distress, all that'll be going on during Jacob's trouble. Persecution, that's a huge one for us, especially the men and women who fear Yahweh Bahashem and Yahweh Shai. They're going to seek to take our lives, man. Guess what? That won't even separate us from the love of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Famine, nakedness, peril, or sword, all these things are getting ready to come to pass on a major scale, and none of it, Lord willing, we're the hopeful elect, is going to ruin us, man. All right, and we just got to remember that as we get closer and closer and closer, man, because we just, like a roller coaster, we just creeping up, and then at this point where we at that peak, and Lord getting ready to drop that roller coaster, and ain't no stopping that roller coaster, just like it ain't gonna be no stopping the missiles. All right, when they're shot off, man, when the Lord says enough with the prophesying, and he gives the command to them angels to let loose them destructive winds upon the four direction of the earth. Man, it's going down. It's not gonna stop, man. All right, it's not gonna stop. But let me see here. Let's go to Revelation in relation to back to the miracles, man. In that microchip that your boy Elon Musk has. It's not, like I say, it's not a light thing to people. That's like in a lot of miracles. So they're gonna look at these people, like they are all knowing and all powerful, and because they believe that they're all knowing and all powerful, they're gonna worship them in a way that they're gonna show their allegiance, all right, to this man, is by taking this microchip. We talked about the universal currency. I believe that'll come to pass once they F up the financial system, crash all the banks with them false flags, man, and then they'll be like, hey, the device, y'all already saw what it can do. Now guess what? We'll restore this country, all right, again, build it back better, and we will also give all the citizens of this new world order universal currency every month, to be a part of this system. Got to stay circumspect. All right, this is Revelation 13 verse 14. Well, let's start 13 and 13. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men. All right. And that could be anything from his military equipment to Project Bluebeam and drones and all this weather manipulation machinery. Okay. This is power. All right, this is power to people when they see that. See, we know that the Lord is in control of both sides, the right and the left. So we know it's the Lord who gave this man, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to accomplish the things that he has accomplished on the earth, to build these machines and, for them to work as they do. All right, especially the destructive ones. All right, it's really the Lord who's the mad scientist, if you can receive that. In verse 14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. So by the means of Elon Musk's microchip, he's going to deceive many people, man. All right, especially the gullible ones. And who are the gullible ones? Well, that'll be everybody that isn't protected by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Everybody that doesn't have a certain level of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, wise enough to apply the things that we learn and see. I.e., they're talking about digital currency. They're talking about devices that can be implanted in your body, and miracles come about it. By means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast. It's going into that 666. All right, that the number of that beast. All right, make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live, man. And this beast is getting ready to die on out, man. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem and Hawashah, this beast system, Babylon the great whore, all right, and all its counterparts, which is everybody, shit, that is another nation of Israel that's against us, All right, everybody's, about to get rewarded, whether your reward be a good reward or whether the Lord, rewards you with destruction, okay, and shame. All right. And let's go to see one more. Luke. Luke 16:8. The Lord commended the unjust steward because he had done wisely. For the children of this world are in their generation wiser than the children of light. And that's going into Esau versus us and how we're in this low estate, kind of stupid. The Lord calls, the majority of the nation of Israel sottish children. And you see, these people are wise because they're fulfilling their lots. All right. They were created to be wicked. That everything that they do, they're doing what they're supposed to do. The law, statutes, and commandments wasn't given to no other nation but the nation of Israel. All right. And they're wiser than us, man, as a whole. Not the Lord's hopeful elect. All right. But how, especially the average woman. I mean, come on, we talk about technology building things and stuff, man. Our people don't know nothing about that, these medicines and stuff, that, you know what I mean, how any of this stuff works, man. How phone, you know what I mean. I used to think about that as a kid, man, how amazing it was for, from what I could see as a kid, to be able to pick up a phone, look at the wires, and how I could hear another person's voice through those wires, man. It's not a necessarily light thing. That takes a wise mind to build the type of infrastructure that we have here in these last days. There's a lot of great technology. Now we are wise enough and through faith believe that the Lord got a whole lot more that we ain't seen nothing yet. See, that's the difference between us and them. When they see these things from this man, they think this is it. This is the bee's knees. All right. This is, the cream of the crop of power and miracles. But we believe this is nothing. All right. That we've seen nothing in this technology and stuff. Wi-Fi. All right. That's an amazing thing. All right. It's not a light thing. It's a light thing in relation to this kingdom, and we're not supposed to crash out and sell our souls and forsake our integrity to be a part of it. All right. But it takes a wise mind is what I'm saying. And they're doing all this and that. Meanwhile, the children of Israel here in Babylon the Great especially, we're just consumers of what this man built. Yeah, we as far as labor goes, but I'm talking more so like 21st century, man. These kids dumb as a sack of rocks. They get dumber every generation, man. All right, especially with all that pandemic stuff. These kids, I did a video about the state of the children in education, man. All right, there's no uh George Washington Carver minds in the nation of Israel in these last days, man. These people are bugged out. All they care about is folly. Look at the state of our women. They're not, homely women with a bunch of useful skills to help build nations. All they know how to do is be whores, man, and be like men. Same thing with the dudes. Be like women, effeminate, weird, just weird, overly aggressive at times. and that's what this is going into, man. How the wicked are wiser than the children of light, man. It's supposed to be us. It's supposed to be the exact opposite. Things are reversed here in these last days, but the Lord is going to put in order to all these things, man. All right, restore things to their natural state. All right. But yeah, that's it. That's the point. Just stay circumspect because a prophecy is rolling. Though it tarry, wait for it. So the Lord said that for a reason, right? He knows what it's like to be in these bodies. He knows about time, as it relates to these bodies. So he knows that it would be tearing for us because we will be hastening the day of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, you see. So it is tearing, make no mistake about it. But the Lord say, wait. And what's that going into? Patience. All right, patience. All right. Is what we got to practice on a daily basis while we wait for these prophecies to really, reach their full strength, because we do see, the rumors of these prophecies coming to pass. So, hey, just stay circumspect. Remember, do not take the Motb, even if it, cost you your quote unquote life, man. All right. Gotta have faith. It may not hurt. If you have faith, if that be your lot, the thing about it, anybody that had went through that and suffered that suffered that fate of death, but also being a blessing, dying in Yahweh Bashim Shai, we can't really ask them how it felt. Or now can we? So you'll never really know until it's your turn. Who's to say that the Lord just wanna, if He does decide that you're, have decided that you're gonna be a martyr, He just wanna see that faith, man. And who knows, man? The Lord could take your spirit, out of this body right before they even started. Start with the whatever they gonna do. So you just gotta remember that you gotta have that type of faith, man. And it starts now. What we're doing now aids in our faith for what we're going to individually and collectively go through during the great tribulation, man. All right. And during those final tests, all the way to the final one, whatever it may specifically be for us. All right. To get us to where we're going to be, where we're going to be delivered at. We'll be someplace right where we're supposed to be when the Lord, cracks them heavens, man. So we just got to get to our spots. And the Lord got an amazing way. He's going to get us to our spot and put on that glorious, strange salvation, man. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom.